Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to invite you to bake with me pork tenderloin and side of potatoes to go with it. The potatoes, I will pre-boil them for a few minutes, slice them and put in a dish for baking. Sprinkle with some onion, some bacon, some cheese and make two different salads for you. A salad to go on the side, two ways. Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching. Pork tenderloin with some potatoes and a salad on the side. Welcome. Besides my pork tenderloin, I will need some bacon, potatoes, onion, garlic, cheese, and it can be any favorite cheese that you like, some olive oil, butter. And for the seasonings, I used a lot of sweet paprika, smoked paprika, garlic, salt, pepper, and these are just some options. If you have any favorite seasoning that you like, you can put it in. And what you do is just wrap your pork tenderloin in bacon and bake it, and then you will do the potatoes separately. My pork tenderloin is with some sweet paprika, some garlic, salt and pepper. What I also like to do is have some fresh garlic, cut it into small pieces and put it in my meat. I would make small cuts, tiny slices of garlic inside the meat. Of course, you have to like garlic. Not everybody does. I'm not crazy about onions, but garlic I do like. Okie dokie. And now I need my bacon. So I have about 4 slices of bacon. Put it underneath and then wrap it around my pork tenderloin. It will keep the pork tenderloin moist, and of course, when bacon roasts, it gives this nice crispiness and wonderful flavor. Who doesn't like bacon? Okay, I will wrap it at first and bake it wrapped in a foil, and then on the end, about 10 minutes before it's done, I will unwrap it for the bacon to get really crispy. And I have my potatoes in water. I will boil those potatoes for maybe 8 minutes so they are done halfway. Wait until they cool off a little bit, slice them nicely, and then put them back in the oven with some bacon and some cheese. So I have my pork tenderloin ready, 425 for about half an hour. The best thing to check if your meat is ready is thermometer to put inside the meat. The internal temperature shouldn't be less than 155. Well, my husband is going to like me for that dinner today. Who doesn't like bacon? Yummy. Here are my onions. I want to caramelize them a little bit. Those will go with the potatoes. If you like onions, you can have some more. I'm using only half an onion. And my potatoes are done here, so I'm gonna take them out. It's been like 8 minutes. Again, I want them only halfway cooked. So I will discard the water and wait for those to cool off. And I like to put my potatoes back on a warm burner because the water evaporates and they're not gonna be smushy. Just for a couple minutes. And I will add some butter to my onions. Some of that bacon that I cut up, and this will go with my potatoes. And on the end I will add some fresh garlic here. So garlic should be put last because garlic can get burnt. If you burn garlic, it will give you a bitter flavor, so you don't want to burn your garlic. You would have to toss everything out. On the end, just for a couple minutes, that's when I put my garlic in with the onions and the bacon. And here is my garlic, nice and crispy, all of it looking good. Okay, I'll set it aside for later. Don't forget to use your boxing gloves. It's been half an hour, so I just want to uncover it now. It smells amazing. And leave it for additional few minutes. It's looking good. And time for my potatoes. I have a piece of bacon on the bottom of it with some onions and some butter. Now I will put slices of my potatoes, like first layer. And I'm not making too much because it is just me and my husband, just for two of us. Some salt, some pepper, and your favorite cheese. And also some of that bacon with onions. And here is another layer. And some bacon with the onions and garlic. Salt and pepper again. Cheese. Last layer here. I will add a little bit of butter. It will melt and cover the entire dish here. Cover it only for 10 minutes or so and then uncover, because I do want my potatoes on top to be crispy and the cheese melted with that little charcoal on top. 400 Fahrenheit. Your potatoes were pre-boiled, so they don't need as much time in the oven. 10 minutes covered and then cover off. Okay, time to check on my potatoes, and I can see the cheese is melting. I can take the cover off. And while I'm waiting for my meat and my potatoes, I would like to get some salad on the side. And I have two options for you. I love options. Who doesn't like options? You have choices and you pick what works best for you. So fresh cucumbers, some cherry tomatoes and little onion, and radish. Some of you might not like radish, but for those of you who do, radish is on the plate. So for option number one, I will need some vinegar. I will put about 3 tablespoons. Honey. Okay, 1 tablespoon of honey. Pinch of salt and black pepper. For those of you who like onions, you will put some onions in. I'm not crazy about them, so I will skip it, but again, you're welcome to use onions. And dill. I don't have fresh dill, so I will use a frozen dill. I love herbs, and I just planted dill, but I have to wait for it to grow. Mix it well, and now I'm ready to slice my cucumber. I will get some couple more here, but just to show you, I'm gonna finish so I can do another version of a salad for you. So I have some cherry tomatoes. I will cut them in half here, so it's just easier to eat later. Here comes the radish and another cucumber, salt, pepper, and sour cream. This is actually my husband's favorite. Mix it up and you're done. 2 options for a side salad. Or you can throw together some lettuce and carrots and other veggies and just make a house salad. Now I will check on my pork tenderloin. And here is my pork tenderloin, looking good. The juices are out. The bacon is crispy. Dinner is looking good. And bake them with my pork. Pork tenderloin. So I would make some cuts and put tiny pieces of the bacon inside. Garlic. That will keep all the vampires away.